We're on Jazz Street with Joe Farnsworth. Joe, finished out a smoking first set, getting ready for the second. Thanks for joining us today here on Jazz Street.
Well, it's always time to swing in Rochester. You know that, Mr. Lucas. Happy birthday, by the way, man. Whoa, how old are you, 42?
Thanks. Oh, man. So, Joe, talk about the band you're playing with tonight, because they are amazing.
Well, I have the rising star Sarah Hanahan on alto. I've been telling John Nugent about her for a couple of years. She came into my life during COVID, and this is right after Harold Mayburn and Pharoah Sanders and McCoy Tyner passed away. And so the jazz community took a hit. And COVID came and everything shut down. It's like, well, maybe this is kind of the end, but God does for you what you can't do for yourself, and gave all the gifts and all that spirit to Sarah Hanahan. And when she played those notes, man, the hair in the back of my neck stood up. So I'm really proud to have her here for the first time. We have the great Luther Allison on piano, and my man from Chicago. If you're from Chicago, you got to play good bass, because that's the home of Israel Crosby, Bob Cranshaw, and so many people. Wilbur Ware. Yeah, so a lot of good guys. His name is Joe Ranieri, so very happy to have him.
So it's kind of like your version of the Jazz Messengers.
Yeah, right. Well, after those guys passed away, it's like Cedar Walton and Billy Higgins. Those guys I followed around my whole life. And then COVID hit. It's kind of strange, but it's finally time to grow up, man. I'm like, I got to stand on my own 2 feet and, like, pass this on what they gave me. I always thought I was going to keep getting from guys like Billy Higgins and McCoy Tyner. But they're not here anymore, even though they're still giving. I realized the stories they gave me and the feelings of what I felt and saw and played with, I had to pass that on to the younger guys.
Speaking with Joe Farnsworth, so we're both classic Gen Xers. So what's it like? People call us the bridge because we were the last generation to play with the masters and know the elders. Yeah. Now we pass it on to the next generation. So what's that like for you?
It's a pretty amazing feeling. I started like 3 years ago, and because I was always a perpetual student, just following around Billy Higgins and Art Taylor like a little kid. But now to pass on what they said to the younger guys, there's a few people that really grab it, and some people it takes a while for them to get it. So you have to really be patient, because what they gave us is gold, jewels, man, like heavenly information, things that Roy Henley said to me about Sarah Vaughan and Arthur Taylor that you wouldn't get anywhere else. And so when you pass that on to them, for instance, my first couple lessons with Art Taylor, all we did was listen to Sarah Vaughan, and he says you got to learn how to listen and listen how to learn. And so when I tell a student that today, they can get by with like maybe 2 songs, and they get antsy and they want to play the drums. I had 3 straight lessons of just listening, man. So that's the sort of thing, the importance of what they told me, that, try to tell them. Sometimes it's difficult, but I love to do it because I get so happy talking about it. Yeah.
So Joe, talk about your new album.
Oh, it's a big room. That's just something that Jackie McLean used to say. He heard from like Charlie Parker and Max Roach. It's where you go after studying and learning all you can learn, and you go like Bird used to go in the big room, like Coltrane, and it's like a living room. You can arrange the furniture any way you wanted. You weren't stifled by or had blinders on by anything, so you could play what you wanted and whatever you wanted to do and be happy, joyous, and free. That's the main thing, Derek. Is like I was always trying to fit in or trying to play like Max Roach, and it never worked. And I had to learn how to be me. And that's, sometimes that's harder than you think. I was doing a drum battle once with Kenny Washington. Al Foster was there. And as he was leaving, he said, "Great job, but you have to, you have to have a pure of heart, man. Play yourself." I didn't have pure of heart and play myself. I could tell you about Max Roach and Billy Higgins, but I couldn't talk about myself. So I had to learn that. And then Larry Willis told me to dare to be great. So that's what this record's all about, is to be comfortable in your own skin and just play, and be free. You don't have to play like another record. You don't have to play like Charlie Parker. Just be yourself. It's okay.
Joe Farnsworth, man, thank you so much for the wise words and taking jazz further.
Thank you so much, sir. Pleasure. Happy birthday, my man.